The teaser for Season 2 of Modern Warfare 3 was just released and I'm excited. Tons of new things are coming to multiplayer, including new maps, new and returning game modes, and all new weapons, along with new things to do in Zombies and Warzone. Make sure you stick around to see everything that's coming to multiplayer and leave a like if you enjoy. To start it off, they're adding 3 totally new maps and one remake of the popular map Das Haus from Vanguard. Along with these maps, they're also releasing 2 new renditions of the maps Skid Row and Terminal, and no surprise here, one map is named Skid Grow and the other is called Airborne. The first of these new maps is Departures. It's a large-scale map which takes place in Zakhaev International Airport. Up next, we have Stash House, which is stated as a shipment-sized map with massive piles of cash to use as cover. If only you could bring it home with you. The third map we'll be getting upon the release of Season 2 is Vista, which is a medium-sized map taking place at a Brazilian mountaintop resort. And finally, sometime throughout the season, they'll be dropping the Das Haus remake, which I'm excited for because honestly, I love that map in Vanguard, even though it was a total disaster every time you played it. Now for the map variants that'll be coming sometime throughout the season as well. First up, we have Airborne, which is a remake of the fan-favorite Terminal. It's described as being coated with disgusting, pustule-pulsing growths of alien origin while locusts fill the skies, the plane having thick ooze dripping out from the fuselage, and mass amounts of cockroaches invading Burger Town. And with how much more detail they go into, we can only imagine how disturbing this map really may be, along with whatever game mode they're going to create for it. We're also going to be seeing a map called Skid Grow, which as I'm sure you can imagine is a violently overgrown and lush version of Skid Row, and I'm excited to see how this looks at release because it'll be nice to finally see some Call of Duty maps with some added color. On top of all that, at launch there will be a new war mode along with a map and Operation Tin Man, taking place on a multi-level construction site mimicking that of the original Modern Warfare 3's Overwatch map. During this game mode, one team will be defending the structure while the opposing team will be escorting a modified armored wheelson while trying to break into the laboratory. The wheelson is going to hack into the data servers, and after that, the attackers must exit the skyscraper into a park trying to establish an exfil point at a portable decontamination station. And if that's as confusing to you as it is to me, we're just going to have to see next week when the update's released. The other new game modes which will be available at launch are Team Gun Game, which sounds like a very interesting take on the tried and true free-for-all version, as you'll have to work together to progress towards new weapons, and each one requiring 10 kills before moving on to the next, and with Humiliation still deducting a point towards progressing forward. They're also adding Snipers Only Mosh Pit, which many people have enjoyed in the past, and I hope they're going to add the gunfight version back as well. Finally, Horde Point will be available at launch, which is a new-ish take on Hardpoint, with the addition of hordes of zombies as well as the occasional elite zombie coming to make your life miserable. This game mode was originally seen in World War II back in 2017. In this mode, you'll also be given the opportunity to acquire Pack-a-Punch weapons as well as power-ups such as max ammo and insta-kill, which only affect the undead. The next mode will be coming sometime throughout the season, and we're talking about Jugger Mosh Pit, which will be a third-person mode where everyone is equipped with Juggernaut armor, and there will be a special weapon in the middle of the map for close-range combat that gives you one-hit capabilities. You can also repair your armor from fallen enemies as well as no longer taking fall damage, and from high enough drops gain the ability to splash damage with a ground pound. We'll also see the mode Bounty return sometime throughout Season 2, where one player from each team will be marked as a high-value target, and enemies who eliminate them will receive bonus points for doing so. And to top it all off, a new playlist called Vortex Decay's Realm will be coming for a limited-time event. Now that all the new modes have been spoken, it's time to talk about Season 2 Ranked. We all know the game, the sweatiest players come out of the woodworks to find out who's best, and for winning matches you'll receive lots of cool items, from stickers to blueprints, along with charms, decals, loading screens, and even fancy camos. Along with, of course, progressing your rank as you perform better and master the game, and unlocking new tiers and bragging rights. Even with all the new maps and modes, there's still plenty more coming to multiplayer, like the new Ninja Vest, which eliminates the necessity for covert sneakers by eliminating footstep sounds and making you immune to movement-reducing effects. I'm going to assume they mean like frangible bullets and things like that, as well as being able to carry more shurikens and throwing knives and resupplying them over time, which I may fall in love with this perk for my classes. Now for the new guns coming in Season 2, these are always my favorite parts because I love trying new things and finding out which is the best to use for different types of play. First up, we have the BP-50 Assault Rifle, which is a bullpup style rifle chambered in 5.56, best for mid to long range fights. It's said to offer high mobility with a very fast rate of fire. This gun was last seen towards the end of Vanguard when they added it to the game just before the release of Modern Warfare 2. Next, we have the Ram 9 SMG, which is the submachine gun variant of the Ram 7 chambered in 9mm. I'm not sure how well this will perform, but if it's anything like the Ram 7, it should be insanely good in the close range. Throughout the season, there will also be 2 other weapons added, the first being a battle rifle which will be part of the weekly challenges. The SOA Subverter. It's claimed to have great rate of fire and accuracy while having manageable recoil and best-in-class sprint to fire and movement speeds. For the 4th and final weapon, they're much more vague on when and how it'll be obtained, but we have the Soul Render Short Sword. With all the new weapons comes a pile of new aftermarket parts as well, and the one that looks the best being an underbarrel chainsaw that attaches to the MCW, but can also be used on a few other guns. Along with that, there are 6 other parts, most of them coming from weekly challenges, other than the Jack Burnout, which is unlocked in the Battle Pass. This gives the Holger 26 the select fire mode, which drastically increases the fire rate, but can also make the gun overheat, which causes the barrel to expand and creates worsening bloom. Next up is the Jak Tyrant 7.62 kit for the longbow, which may make the gun actually worthwhile as it's supposed to increase the damage on the gun, hopefully making those aggravating hit markers less frequent. The fourth part is the Jak Backsaw kit for the Holger 5.56. This kit removes the stock of the weapon, making it more maneuverable and agile. The fifth part is the Jak Maglift kit for the Haymaker shotgun, which increases the magazine size for more annoying gameplay when your enemies won't stop sending incendiary shells at you. You know who you are. The next part sounds very strange, but I kinda wanna try it. It's a conversion kit for the BAS-B, transforming this battle rifle, which in my opinion is more of an assault rifle, into a lever action rifle. I'm not sure why you do that, but I know I'm definitely gonna give it a try, and the final part is more of an attachment, but maybe they ran out of ideas and wanted to put it front and center for you. The Jak Glassless Optic, which is compatible with multiple weapons and is exactly what it sounds like, a small glassless optic offering a clear sight picture for easy target acquisition. Even with all of that, there's still plenty more for multiplayer. Of course, the Battle Pass is coming out and I'll be reviewing that as soon as it releases, but we have some teasers for the instant unlocks and I'm impressed. Call of Duty is having a collaboration I'm sure many of us never saw coming and I'm surprised it didn't happen sooner. Rick Grimes and Michonne from The Walking Dead will now be playable characters in Modern Warfare 3 and I'm kinda excited. I used to love The Walking Dead and honestly I haven't watched it in like 4 years, but it was a great show. And the fact that you can get Rick as an instant unlock for purchasing the Battle Pass is very impressive for Call of Duty. And Michonne's operator will also be available for purchase in the store sometime throughout the season. You'll now be able to play as Kate Laswell from the campaign as an instant unlock from the Battle Pass as well. And the third operator is a Black Cell reward which has a funny name, John Doe. And along with the funny name, it's a pretty badass skin and looks like a gold skeleton with purple flames. It's awesome. Along with the instant unlocks, they've stated there'll be plenty of unlockable skins throughout the Battle Pass, with new skins for Soap, Pharah, Price, and multiple for Ghost, along with other characters as well. I'm excited to see what this Battle Pass looks like. I know I've hit you with a ton of information, and that's only what's coming for multiplayer, and there's 2 other modes with loads of new content coming to Zombies and Warzone, so we'll just have to see what's in store next week when it finally releases. So don't forget to subscribe to see more videos like this, and leave a like if you enjoyed this video, and until next time, peace out.